guys, it's Spidey here, and what you see right in front of you on your screens by now is Windows XP. Now you're probably wondering, why am I running Windows XP on my own PC? Well, trick question. I'm using a virtual machine for this. So in this video we are going to be trying out three different operating systems and have a look back on like some familiar operating systems such as this one, and we're also going to have a look at some Linux distros as well. So as you can see, we are in Windows XP, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of tasks similar to like OS First Timer. If you don't know who that is, it's basically a YouTuber from Australia, and he gets his mum, dad and sister to do different tasks in different operating systems. So check him out there. Big shout out to Philip Adams, or OS First Timer. How you doing, mate? And yeah, so let's have a look and explore the operating system. So first off, we're going to figure out what the time is. The time is at the moment 5:53 PM on Tuesday, the March 28th, 2017. Now, on one of his tasks is to write, save, open and delete a text document. So first we'll click on the start button, because that's where we need to go to find all of our applications. Then go to Notepad. Well, actually, let's use WordPad, and I'll just type in here, I can write a document, full stop. And then all I've got to do now is just save that. So save as, and save it in documents, because in OS First Timer's video, he basically gets his test subjects to navigate to where the folder will be. So we're going to save that, and there is our file saved. So now we can close out of that, and now we go back to the start menu and then go to documents. There it is, and then open it up, close it off, and then press the delete button. Yes, I want to move that to recycle bin. Close that off, and then empty the recycling bin, and that's a task done. There you go. That little scrunch of a paper, that little sound effect, if you heard it, that was basically stating that it has been deleted completely off the actual system. So what we're going to do now is have a look at different backgrounds. So we have basically themes, desktops, screensavers, appearances and settings. Screensavers, I used to like some of these screensavers. So if I click on preview, that's one of the screensavers that I used to like. So as you can see, it basically shows a cube, and then it transforms into a diamond, and then transforms into like balls and then spikes coming out of it. It's a really nice animation. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one is called flying objects. Oop. So as you can see, it's basically just the Windows logo fluttering like a flag. Pipes. Everyone will remember this from XP. As you can see now, the pipes are drawing. Well, you're drawing pipes. 3D text. Now I wonder what this could be. Oh, just Microsoft Windows. Visas. Well, as you can see there, it's simple to see. Marquee. I don't know what that is actually. Your text goes here. Oh, right, so you have to write in some text. No pictures on the slideshow. Ooh, that's really nice. I've seen that before. It's like RM Master or something. Oh, Starfield. This is one of my favourites, where you basically think, well, you think that you're in space when actually you're not. You're just in a different operating system. And then you've got the default Windows XP Professional, which is pretty much on any system that you would see. So as you can see, it just basically moves across the screen. So yeah, so the pauses there were just basically for you to enjoy basically the memories of the screensavers. Right, let's change the desktop background. So let's find a background that is appealing to us. I like this one, and what we'll do is we'll put it on stretch. There we go. That is a nice background, as you can see. It's nice and blue, and it almost matches the dock at the bottom. We can also run Task Manager, which is pretty much simple task manager. It's a bit like Windows 8.1 and 10 and 7. Same interface with CPU usage and performance, etc., but just with some colourful buttons. Now, I know Microsoft have basically stopped the service of XP back in 2015. Well, either 2014 or 2015, I'm not too sure. But anyway, these are just all the programs. So this is what you used to have to do. You used to have to go into like program files. And as you can see, we've got Windows Network Technology, or Windows NT. And we also have Movie Maker if you wanted to make some videos. So this is typically editing movies and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's memories for me, but probably something interesting for you if you haven't used Windows XP before. Okay, so that's pretty much Windows XP. Now we're going to move on to Ubuntu. Okay, so as you can see now we are booting into Ubuntu. It's just doing a few diagnostics, but we should be on the way. Okay, there we go. So what we need to do now is just enter the password. There we go. Now we should get into the UI of Ubuntu. There we go. Sorry if it looks a bit glitched. It's because of the resolution, I think. That's probably why. But anyway, as you can see, maybe if I do that, I don't know. No, I don't think that will work. Oh well, there we go. It's sorted. Okay, so as you can see, this is the interface of Ubuntu. So we can search for stuff and online sources. So we've got like calculator, text editor. Let me just give you an example of what the text editor does. Now it uses gedit, so it's basically graphic edit, I think. I don't know, but OS first time will probably notify me on that one. But as you can see, I can just basically type in some text, just like that, and then save it and then delete it whenever I need to. Now the thing that's quite different with the interface of Ubuntu and the interface of XP is that it does look different, and it is a Linux distro basically. And the thing is that the minimize, the maximize are basically on the left of the window, so you have to click on the X at on the far left instead of the far right. As you can see now, we've closed that off. And we also have LibreOffice, which is, I think, open source, well, free actually. It's a bit like Microsoft Office, but it's LibreOffice. And what you can do is you can just enter Word documents and all that, and you can select your font. As you can see, I've got different types of fonts, so I'll just use Bitstream Charter, so I can just basically type in whatever I want to type in. Hello, smiley face or something. And there we go. So it's pretty much the same as Microsoft Word. It's just different different options and different interface, but has a similar interface and all that sort of stuff. I can also go into the Task Manager. So all I need to do now is go to System Settings, and let's see, Personal. It could be Task Manager or something that comes up. I mean, I can search it. So if I type in Task Manager, let's see, Archive Manager, let's have a look at this. I think that's basically seeing if there's any folders that are in the archive. Let's see, yeah, this is completely different to Windows, but I wouldn't say Ubuntu is a bad operating system. I'd say it's pretty good. Oh, here we go, reference Windows Task Manager. Comes up with Wikipedia. Good old time. Right, let me have a look. Program. Let's look at type program and see what comes up. Nothing on there, just TV shows, I think, and films. Let's try startup applications. Here we go. So these are basically the programs that start up every time we boot into Ubuntu, which is quite fast actually. When you start it up, it's just that it had to go through the process, but when you log in, it just takes about not 10 seconds, basically about 5 seconds or 3 to 5 seconds, just to get into the actual desktop. And here you go, you can access your files here, and you can go into like your documents and find out your documents and everything. It's a bit like Mac, but it's without the interface of Mac. It's based off that, really. I mean, you can see that this is basically the dock, let's say, that's just on the top left on the left side of the screen, and then you basically got these windows that can come out and everything. I mean, you can basically customize Windows, so you can have like the taskbar, instead of it being at the bottom, you can have it at the top and all that. And yes, this is where you can access all your stuff. I'm just clicking all over the place just to show you. I mean, there's nothing in here because I haven't been using the operating system for a while. So yeah, this is Ubuntu 15.04, I think it is. Let's have a look. It is, so I can click on here and I can see what's going on. So if I just shut down the operating system and click on that again, let's have a look and see what kind of version it is. So again, it's going to basically go through the interface again, the diagnostics, but it should go really quick. Okay, so it's connected to the wireless network. Oh, it's 14.04 LTS. So that's basically the version of Ubuntu, and you can also log in as the guest. So you can just automatically log in as the guest, and you can control your user account. But obviously, if you're a guest, it wouldn't make any difference because your interface would still be the same. It's just that the administrator, which would be me, would have access to give you. So if you were like the guest or whatever, and you wanted to use this operating system, you may not be able to access quite a lot of stuff if I restricted it. So if the administrator restricts certain items, like say if you restricted the opening of LibreOffice Writer, I couldn't open the Writer if I was on this user account. So, sorry, on this guest account. So yeah, so that's the end of Ubuntu. Let's have a look at Zorin OS 12. Okay, so this is the final operating system that we'll actually have a look at. Now this is based off Ubuntu, but it's a different kind of interface. But it does have a bit of similarity between Windows and Linux. So this is the very first Linux distro, I think, that's based off Ubuntu. But I think other Linux distros could be based off Ubuntu. But this is the one that I found particularly interesting. So there's me. So I enter my password. And then I log in. Okay, so here we go. Now what I'll do is I'll just basically scroll down. There you go. There's the dock. The resolution's quite big, so it's just so when I'm going in full screen, I can just click on it and just go yada yada yada. I think that's the eject button. Oh, I can open the file or eject or whatever. So this is the interface. I'll put this down here actually. I'll see if I can try and get all the windows to go down here. So as you can see, it's a bit similar to Ubuntu, but it looks like Windows 7 actually, a little bit. And we'll have a look at some changes to the background and everything. Oh yeah, with Ubuntu, it's basically the same. So you can click on change background or open the terminal and do all sorts of stuff. I mean, yeah, but it's pretty good. This is the waste bin. Well, in Windows terms, that'll be recycle bin, but that's called the waste bin in Zorin OS. So what we'll do is we'll change the desktop background, and you can also change the lock screen as well, so you can click on backgrounds. As you can see, there's lots of backgrounds that you can choose from. And those are wallpapers, so we've got pictures and colours, so you can change the colour, so select a colour. So you can have basically that kind of background, just like a bulk standard one. And let's have something with some mountains in, so click on select. You click the one you want, and that'll be on the lock screen. This is also the dock. The type of application that I just opened there was called Geary, which is weird, but we'll look at it as files. There we go. So if you look on files, as you can see, you can just click on like all these. As you can see, I haven't downloaded anything on this operating system, so it's basically just an operating system just sitting here somewhere. But as you can see, the timing is correct. It's 1807 now. We can also play with the volume change, and it makes like lots of raindrop noise or something. You can also change the language, so you can show the keyboard layout as well. You can turn on caps lock. You can just like press a few of the keys, but I don't think it will work. I mean, just for the purpose of this, I'll just write a document for you. So I'm going to go to Office, and this does also have LibreOffice on it as well. So you're not limited really on Office stuff, but this is open source, so anyone can change it really. So I can just type in I can write a document with a smiley face, and as you can see, it's the same kind of font as what I had before. Oh no, that's Libertation Serif, but let's see. That's a nice one. Hello Linux. That's a nice one. That's a nice little font. So yeah, you can choose all your fonts and everything, and this is free. Zorin OS. Well, this is the free version, but if you want to get the updated version, or not the updated version, the full version with the updated version actually as well, you will have to pay. Let's say you'd have to pay, and it's not really that much, really, to be honest. I mean, it depends on what kind of operating system or what kind of type of Zorin you want. But this is basically 12.1, which is the core free version of Zorin OS. So yeah, it's a very nice operating system. I like it. I might have a look at Zorin OS 11, and we'll have a look at. I mean, the interface on that is slightly different, but obviously the colours and everything, they're just the same. So yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and if you like the video, please smash that like button. It really helps a lot. Or if you dislike the video, you know what to do. Press the opposite button. And like, comment, and subscribe. So comment down below what you thought, and if you want me to do any games or whatever, you can look on my Steam account. My Steam account is Spider and you can request a game that you want me to play, or I'll make a gameplay on it. And yeah, so I'm sending out recommendations to all my viewers out there, and you can basically ask what you want Spidey to do, game-wise or operating system-wise. And I'd love to hear your feedback as well on these videos as well, because I'm going to be making not just WoW videos, but just basically some fun videos that are interesting for you guys out there, because of course the content that YouTubers make sometimes is entertaining, sometimes it isn't, but it's just them having a bit of fun, really, with especially with them OS first timer being specialized in operating systems and also software. But also it's just that, of course, when it comes to software and hardware and everything, it's good to learn, really, on the on what each button or what each part does. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.